is Spider-Man's top web-swinging speed in Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and this is the first of 3 videos that I'm uploading today. What we are doing today is we are analyzing the new Nightwolf gameplay trailer for the combat pack, which, by the way, is getting something very, very special indeed. I'm going to actually very quickly cut over to Google Chrome, and I want to show you this real fast because, my God, talk about excellent timing on their part. Okay, this is just something really, really fast. I just want to get out of the way here. By the way, sorry, the quality's not great. I do apologize. Oh, wow, I just realized how dark it is. I'll be right back. So, yeah. Combat Pack trailer, August 21st. I do apologize for the quality for that, but you know how Twitter is. They got worse compression technology than YouTube, apparently. But, that's something we're going to have to keep an eye out for, try and analyze, and maybe we'll get to see the other 2 guests. We totally don't know who they are, right? Alright, seriously though, let's get this show on the road and take a look at the Mortal Kombat 11 Nightwolf trailer. I'm going to start just by playing it normally. Also going to try and turn down the volume for the... Where is my... Do I have... Yes, I do. I'm just going to turn down the premiere volume a little bit so that, or at least most of the way, so that don't blow my ears off. Don't blow your guys' ears off while you're watching. So this is the first thing that people noticed. We have spirit animals! Nightwolf kind of... we have the spirit guide, the wolf from Mortal Kombat 9. Looks like this Nightwolf has... Because this is actually a different Nightwolf. His real name is Grey Cloud. He is got a bear, a wolf, and one other spirit that we're going to look at later, but in he comes. Looking badass as hell.
You were with Kano. The job needed fast hands. And they defiled Matokan lands.
And that's something interesting, the Matokan lands. This Nightwolf is from Matoka. That is the name of his tribe. But the interesting thing is that Matoka is not a real Native American tribe based off of what the research I did find. But Matoaka, which I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the hell out of that for emphasis, I apologize. It's spelled similarly, M-A-T-O-A-K-A instead of M-A-T-O-K-A. If there is a tribe called Matoka that I just didn't find, I do apologize. But just a little bit of trivia for you. Matoka, with an A, that is actually one of Pocahontas's names, like real names. So I can see where they got the inspiration from. Anyway, let's just get into it. The battle begins. So, here's the first thing I noticed. This is at 60 FPS, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. The way that swings, that would be one hell of a slow low, but it does look like an overhead. So it's probably an overhead. Overhead into probably a mid jab into either a double mid or a mid overhead for a knockdown. That's a pretty sweet string. This is back. The bow is back. And it actually comes in 2 different flavors. So I'm believing that the bow itself is universal, but will have different flavors to it. Kind of like, right off the top of my head, kind of like how Sub-Zero's Ice Ball is universal, but you could apply the deep freeze to it so that you can meter burn it. Except you'll have different kinds of archery and such. Amplify on hit. So here's the first new thing. We have a buff where he summons the bear and armors through the projectile. He even amplified it to make it last longer. And then he blocked, and there was a flash. So obviously it's doing something on block. Whether it's making things more unsafe, or he's taking less block damage, I'm not sure. Either way, in he goes. And you can even see the residual buffness still on him, even as he shoulder charges in for the crushing blow. So there's a string. I don't know if, like, it's already... It looked like it was already... Okay, so it looks like it's already partway through the startup, so we won't be able to tell how fast the startup actually is. But these look like highs or mids. Probably highs, because... at least starting high, because you don't have a lot of straightforward mids, at least in Mortal Kombat at 11. It's the boot. So that is interesting. He was up for a long time. He was up way past wake-up roll time. And he still rolls under the projectile for a low that gets meter burned into a strike. So that is a command roll type move, kind of like Strikers, but rolling grab in MK9. But it's a low. Frames being dropped. Okay. Thanks for the warning there, Logitech. Is there anything I can close? I'm gonna probably quit Discord for now. I mean, Premiere is probably the real hog of this stuff, but whatever. So now we have, it's not quite lightning. Lightning is not quite back, but it's a Spirit Beam. That's his short hop attack. Short hop into Axe Slam. So already I can kind of see what moves can be customized. It'll probably be his tomahawk, his bow, and his helmet. And then here he gets a wolf buff. I'm not sure what it does, but if I had to guess, it's damage based. If the bear is more defense based. Or maybe it's hit reaction based, because you can see he swipes at the opponent, strikes at them, and then he does some sort of weird stagger game. I'm wondering if that's a hint at the opponent being more stunned on the hit instead of the damage, but I'm not saying anything for sure. I never say anything for sure. But it's either that or it's a damage buff. That's the third one. Him summoning what looks to be some sort of eagle or large bird as a projectile. Shoulder charge is also back and is, instead of amplified for the standard knockdown, it's amplified with the tomahawk strike, which makes sense. That is very slow. I just noticed. The speed of the Axe Slam is bam bam. You do not want to commit to this thing on block. If he goes for it, I have a funny feeling that it's going to be so slow that most characters will be able to punish that. And that's what we were talking about earlier. See how he draws his bow and fires it sideways and it's also blue. And then it's an electric bow where the lightning comes from. Now that's interesting. He has his projectile reflect back. I have a funny feeling that's going to be an ability that you have to equip. I don't know if it's going to be competitive. So generally, if I see a move twice in a trailer, then I know for sure that it's going to be universal. And strings are generally universal with some exceptions like Jax and Kano, but I don't think they're going to do the same thing with Nightwolf. But the fact that he did the arrow move twice leads me to believe that it's going to be universal. And this reflect, it looks like he probably reflected it to teleport behind the opponent. That's not a true grab, that's a grab string, kind of like Kano's Fig Jam. And it's pretty savage. So he blocks this. Okay, so he goes into a combo here. I feel like this is going to be tournament thing, a variation. So he goes into a string that ends low. There's his axe chop. The question is does his upward axe chop combo meterlessly? I don't think it does, seeing as he still has to do that. Do this on. There's his dash in to connect the rest of the string, which appears to be another command, another string that ends in a grab type thing. Ow! That looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt. Axe chopped to the nuts. So I wonder, it probably would normally end there, but he's amplifying it, and we don't see what happens at the end. But given how he animates here, I think he pulls it out, and then will probably strike the opponent again for extra damage. That's my guess. Don't quote me on that. But we don't see it, because we go right back into Cabal. That's his invincible wake-up right there. It's just a... Come on. There we go. It's just a quick boot. Just a quick boot to get them off of you. That's his invincible wake-up. And then there it is. Here's his fatal blow. Draw the bow. That looked painful. I hope you don't mind him axing you a few questions. And then summons the lightning to finish it off. It's okay. I'm going to start rating supers in here as well, because I'm going to rate supers here as well, because I feel I have an itching to do a rate the fatal blow as well, either with my buddy or with my buddy IRL or on my own. But I really want to rate the fatal blows in Mortal Kombat 11, because we rated fatalities before. So that's my hope. That's my thinking. Anyway, this fatality requires you to be close up, and it's brutal. So first off, youch, jaw out, grabs you by the mouth, rips you in half, like just rips that front part of you, like yoink, I'll take that, and then throws the tomahawk right in between your lungs into your heart to finish it off. That's really good. I personally feel, remembering all of the Mortal Kombat 11 fatalities that we had, this would be a 7. A solid, really good fatality. The jaw rip was very unexpected. Nightwolf had some okay-ish fatalities in the past. Like 6s and 5s. So giving him a 7 out of 10 fatality is actually pretty good.
Fatality. Nightwolf wins.
And that's the end. But most badass outro ever. I freaking love this. And we got 3 different outros for him, which I'm going to kind of put in sequence. We got the one where he twirls the tomahawk and summons lightning, and then we have the one where he slams the tomahawk into the ground and looks at the camera all menacing like, and then we have this freaking thing. Which is just mwah, beautiful. We have to unlock that. I fucking know it. There's no way that something this cool is not something that we have to earn. And when's it coming out? Well, after this. As was in that Nintendo League, Nightwolf is coming to early access August 13th. NetherRealm did make a note that, or Ed Boon himself actually came out and said, guys, look, we understand you guys have been clamoring for more information. What's going on? What are you doing? What's up? And just to make a quick aside here so that the focus is on me. And he came out and he said that for what it's worth, we don't have control over how this DLC schedule is released. Basically, is how I'm reading. Is how I read that tweet. Here it is for full context, in case you're wondering what that is. And that sucks. And that means that what I suspected to be true was true, where WB is messing with the DLC schedule. He did not clarify if we're going to be getting DLC every 2 months or if Nightwolf was a one-shot thing. But I would take this piece of advice. Expect the worst, but hope for the best. I expect every couple of months we're going to get the DLC characters. So Sindel will be October. Yeah, October. And then we will get, and a Nightwolf, our boy Nightwolf over there, is not a fluke. But Nightwolf could be a fluke. We could hope that he's a fluke. Anyway, August 13th is when he comes. And we get 4 skins with Nightwolf. We have this third wave Sonya Blade, or this battle wave Sonya Blade, I think is what it's called. And then we have these classic arcade skins. Now, some people get a bit salty about this because we already have shirtless Jax and we already basically have classic Kano. Why are we basically having more classic skins? And personally, I don't really care that, like, I don't care too much for these skins. I never was, this is going to sound really bad, I never was the biggest fan of some of the things in the classic Mortal Kombat. That's just me. And am I excited for these skins? Not really, but it's not because they're rehashes, it's just because they're more classics. I've seen people say, what about MK4? What about Mortal Kombat Deception? Okay, maybe some of the Mortal Kombat Deception skins could stay away, but others, I would personally not mind. I would fully understand. But this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this. You're going to get MK3 Sonya as well, as you can see here. And you're going to get Nightwolf on August 13th. Overall, I kind of like how Nightwolf looks. I always... Frame drops! There we go. I loved Nightwolf in Mortal Kombat 9. The way he played, the way he was kind of a jack of all trades. Master of none, but still had the tools to do really good. And it looks like at least some of that is there. You get projectiles, projectile reflex, buffs. I seriously doubt that the lightning is going to be unblockable. Or the sunbeam thing. Where was it? It was with Kotal at some point. I think it was here. No, it was the first time we saw Kotal, I remember. Yeah, so right here. So that I don't think is going to be unblockable anymore because it's too fast to be an unblockable. But the buffs kind of make up for it and add more of his jack of all trades affair to him. And I think he's going to be my secondary alongside Kotal. So you'll probably actually see more Nightwolf with the Wraith Online thing when I get back from my dog sitting, which I'm going to start doing on Friday evening, and I won't be back until Saturday night next week, because it's going to be for a whole week-ish. But I hope you enjoyed this analysis. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to be awesome, and I'll see you guys next time.